Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
We're at beautiful Grand Traverse Resort in Acme, Michigan, and with us is Mark Hill, who has a brand new role here at the golf resort. And tell us what's happening up here.
Well, thanks so much. Yes, I'm happy to take over as the golf professional here at the resort and also the head of instruction, and super excited to do it. I've been out of the main business here for a little while and been teaching here during the summer months, but doing other things during the rest of the year, and just really looking forward to it. We've got an incredible membership here. I didn't realize how many members we do have here. We have over 200 Bear members, and then there's another additional 200 to 300 members that are property owners that are also considered members. So just a great opportunity, really looking forward to it. I mean, one of the premier resorts, not only in the state but in the country. 30th anniversary for the Bear this year, the Wolverine, the Spruce, and nothing gets better than Northern Michigan in the summertime.
Well, you know, there's great golf here and great other things to do like swimming, but tell us a little bit about what the role of instruction does here, because you've got the Golf Academy right behind us. You've got all kinds of facilities for practicing a short game and a long game. So tell us a little bit about what's going on there.
Thanks. Yeah, we do have a great facility. As you see behind us, we have 3 hitting stalls. So even in bad weather, we can get in there and hit. We've got the cameras in there that we can get you on and record you. Also have a simulator in there. So all the tech and gear to check your golf swings, make sure of your swing speeds. I think really in the golf industry, we're starting to get away from the so-called golf schools. At least that's my feeling and philosophy. I think the golf schools, people just don't have enough time these days. And to be honest, I think you get a little bit more out of a playing lesson or getting on the golf course with an instructor. And that's kind of what we've been leaning toward here, and we're seeing really good success with that. I think sometimes when you're doing a golf school, you know, you get into a little bit of a rut and something's going wrong, and all of a sudden it's a long 4 hours trying to get out of that. So what we've kind of found out, and personally I think works great, is we'll get the student on the lesson tee for maybe like a half hour before we go out, maybe a couple little things to work on, and then we get on the golf course. And not only do we just work on the swing out there, we work on, you know, what kind of shots you're supposed to be hitting out there, what they're thinking, what club they're pulling out. And our students are telling us, our feedback is they're getting a whole lot more out of doing that, being on the course with a professional, maybe a 9-hole lesson and maybe an 18-hole playing lesson. But our feedback has been really, really good about getting a lot more out of it than a golf school per se.
Well, it also seems like more fun, and it gives you a chance to sneak in a little with etiquette and rules too, I imagine.
No, exactly. And I think a lot of teaching today gets away from getting in golfers' heads and what clubs they're going to use. You know, the famous thing is you never see anybody hit it over the green. And you see it when you go out there and play for your players, and you'll say you got 150 to the green, the wind's blowing into your face 20 miles an hour. Well, I always hit a 7-iron when it's 150. Well, if the wind's blowing 20 miles in your face, you hit it still 150. Well, yeah. So I think it really helps to get out there with your students and point these things out, because everybody kind of gets in their own way, I think, a lot of times on the golf course.
Well, now, if you have players at different levels, you've got somebody who's a scratch golfer would want to play the Bear. Do you go out on the Bear with them?
You bet. The Bear is very playable, especially from some of the upper tees. You know, we've been going with this tee it forward philosophy through the PGA, and I think that's a great philosophy. I know myself, getting a little bit older these days, I don't go to those back tees anymore. It's a lot more fun when we go up and play off the blue tees or the white tees, and it just makes the game more enjoyable.
Well, somebody who always plays the forward tee, it's always kind of fun to just dribble it off a little bit occasionally and still be the first ball out there. So forward tees have their benefits.
Definitely, and we've even incorporated that into our pro-ams up here now. You can now take 2 shots off your handicap, and you go up to the next set of tees, and it's really been a huge improvement for our amateurs. I know when we play in the pro-ams, they're having a lot more fun. They feel like they're in the game a little bit more, and those par 4s they couldn't get home in 2 on, now they're getting home on, and it's made a big difference and a lot more enjoyable, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's what's the word I'm looking for? You're looking for a way to take the macho thing away from it.
Definitely. I mean, golf's about having fun. I mean, look at this day we have here, and we have a lot of these in Northern Michigan. You're out with your friends, and it doesn't have to get super competitive all the time. Go out and have some fun. You don't have to go out there and beat your brains out.
go play.
Exactly.
So, Mark, what was the phrase you gave to this earlier about this kind of day?
This is a Chamber of Commerce day. 72 degrees, blue sky, no humidity, northern Michigan, and we have a lot of them.
It is. It's an absolutely perfect day. Well, Mark, you've made it so I really want to get out on that golf course. Thank you for talking with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.